You're watching the West Coast Logging Channel. Come on inside and get some logs, that is.
Popped out, I can walk up the road.
I'm sitting on the top of my cab on the processor eating my lunch, watching the boys skid. They're at the top of the line right now. My brother's running the machine now. Alex is loading, actually shoveling. Right now he's actually running to town because he blew a hose on the loader and we didn't have the spare. Kind of scattered where they're at right now. He's got to pull a little bit to get to the trees. It's not the fastest skidding right there. Kind of in a dry glade.
Don't be pissed.
Got some decent wood here in the deck for me here though.
Yeah. See one of his trees.
What happened to one of his trees? Couple nice ones.
A couple of Redford have been heavy.
Nice stick. So that machine to deck the best, kick your bucket away from you and get that skid boom up behind you. You won't tip as bad. And then once you swing around, you can just throw the bucket the skid boom wherever you need. Pretty narrow on the road right there, it's kind of tricky. Get that skid boom pointed way back up behind you, and it keeps that weight behind you, holds you in the road better. My brother's been running the Esca lines for, I don't know, 6 or 8 years. Pretty steady. It's pretty good on them. Too heavy to swing. Those are big trees though. To unhook one so he can swing around. Well, I better get back to work. Lunchtime's over. Did you get lost down there, Johnny? I thought you got lost. I didn't see you. Go ahead, Alex. Go ahead, Alex. I can't hear him, Brian.
I can barely hear him. Hear me on this one, Scott?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to check with you. I finished that side, was thinking about heading up the other side, but I thought I better check see if you needed me out there or not.
I'm not going to be able to get all of this in one spot right here. I'm going to have some of it put around the other side, but I can't get around them. I don't know what Brian wants to do, if he wants to do it now, or I think I could fill it up and we could work together on it for a little bit today till they quit. I don't know what time it is.
Okay, I'll head that way then.
What's your plan? You can't get around any other stuff.
He doesn't need to. He'll deck it on the other side of me. All this decking spot on this side I'm gonna have full. I don't have anywhere to put the other stuff. I'm gonna have to walk out tonight to fuel up, so I gotta get it out of my way.
Your way or not?
You wanna tighten it up here out at top?
Yeah, if you could come this way, Alex, please.
On the way.
There's Johnny. He's like a little squirrel down there. Just runs. He's a good hand. It's on a steep side hill right there, the way they had to shoot their line. Super, super steep right there. He's got to pull the main line up the hill a little ways in a few spots. He's about 130 pounds soaking wet. He's not a huge guy. Man, he can work. Been hooking all day by himself every day. Doesn't want to be in the road. There's a pickle. That's going to be a first gear puller. I don't think he'll get high speed with that one.
Track finger.
The road's so narrow right there. A lot of times on these longer poles, where we're tied out a ways and got a good lift, we'll turn the tracks towards the tail. We just got a little more balance that way. You don't tip as bad. It's spooky when it's steep like it is right there and you tip up when you pick your boom up. Brian's a pro. He can get her done. Well, I better get back to work.
You can just turn on your radio and you'll be bound to hear about some fancy truck driver and how he's scratching gears. But I'd like to tell you about a guy that works hard from day to day. He's a cat-skin and jibbo logger and he's just trying to make it pay. He gets up in the morning before the sun begins to burn. Build him a half a mile of road to get one lousy turn. The way this guy has to work is a shame and disgrace. On every turn a vine maple limb slaps him across the face. I just wouldn't be a cat skinner for anybody's pay. Must be a lot of better jobs to finish out my days. I've worked in these woods a long, long time and still I'll have to say, just wouldn't be a cat skinner for anybody's pay. I worked with this guy named Thistle and he could make one buck and jump, head out after a turn of logs and wind up straddle a stump. The whole crew'd work for hours just to get him on his way. The language we'd be using there I'm not allowed to say. I just wouldn't be a cat skinner for anybody's pay. Must be a lot of better jobs to finish out my days. I've worked in these woods a long, long time and still I'll have to say, I just wouldn't be a cat skinner for anybody's pay. The scenic back roads running through our forest were built by loggers' sweat and blood and tears. Hard rock didn't scare them, they could bore right through 'em out. It's a road inspector every logger fears. Let's drink a toast to all the road inspectors. Let's raise our glasses high and wish 'em health. They hold the future of each logger in the palm of their hand, the difference between bankruptcy and wealth. Just when a logger thinks his road is finished, our road inspector comes up on the scene, digging test holes in the gravel, measuring every turnout, snarling, snapping, growling, being mean. The logger'd like to grab his neck and choke him, but he keeps his cool and knows he'd better smile. If he'd do just what he'd like to do and poke him, he'd rebuild that whole darn road every mile. Let's drink a toast to all the road inspectors. Let's raise our glasses high and wish 'em health. They hold the future of each logger in the palm of their hand, the difference between bankruptcy and wealth. I remember one time this guy come up from the south somewhere, got a job setting chokers on the high lead side. And after a while, he come in one night and had everything thrown over his shoulder, and this is just about what he had to say. Well, I'm sick of setting jokers in this doggone rain. I got everything to lose, nothing to gain. I'm plumb sick of climbing these steep hillsides. Well, the seat of my brand new britches is slack. I think I got moss growing on my back, and I'm just a little bit homesick too besides. Well, I come up here to these big north woods, try and make a killing. I heard the wages was really good and a logger's life was thrilling. I've been here quite a while and I ain't been thrilled. Couple of times I was darn near killed, and I'm plumb sick of setting chokers in this doggone rain. I got a pair of cork boots and a tin hat to sell. That big hook tender can go straight to town and try to get somebody else to take my place. I'm catching the first train southern bound. Monday morning I won't be around. I guess to high lead logging I'm a plumb disgrace. Well, I come up here to these big north woods to try and make a killing. I heard the wages was really good and a logger's life was thrilling. I've been here quite a while and I ain't been thrilled. Couple of times I was darn near killed, and I'm plumb sick of setting chokers in this doggone rain. We're the Northwest unsung heroes, the backbone of this land. Where there walks a timber faller, we claim there walks a man. The rigging crew and the sawmill boys are always putting us down, but they can't log 'em and they can't saw 'em if we don't cut 'em down. Strong winds and widow makers, they don't bother us at all. We don't care what the weather's like, if it's winter, spring, or fall. We don't complain if the timber's small or if the ground is steep. Hard work don't scare us, we can lay right down beside it and go to sleep. Fire warden said no smoking, boys, we can't burn up the woods. My partner said try a chew of this snooze, this stuff is really good. I said, can you get used to chewing that snoot? He said, I hope to shout. I took a big old chew and it turned plumb blue and they had to pack me out. Strong winds and widow makers, they don't bother us at all. We don't care what the weather's like, if it's winter, spring, or fall. We don't complain if the timber's small or if the ground is steep. Hard work don't scare us, we can lay right down beside it and go to sleep. These saw repairs, they're getting us down, 'cause every day or two, gotta take the old saw into town and have them put on something new. We get home late a-smelling of booze every time the saw breaks down. It ain't our fault there's a bar beside every power saw shop in town. Strong winds and widow makers, they don't bother us at all. We don't care what the weather's like, if it's winter, spring, or fall. We don't complain if the timber's small or if the ground is steep. Hard work don't scare us, we can lay right down beside it and go to sleep.
Stay safe, boys. Get logs. Come on.